Welcome to 99% of the world. Injury report. Ezekiel Elliott. So we will not get any post-game fun comments from this game. Hello, boys and girls. I'm Flipper55 with Fat Finger Gaming, and welcome to Fat Finger Gaming's absurd 32-team college football playoff for the 2015 season. Today, we're down to 8 teams, and this is the West Regional Final. Ohio State, Notre Dame. Ohio State did not actually make the Big Ten championship. Notre Dame doesn't belong to a conference. Not yet. Next season, I'm going to make sure I put them in the ACC because that's where they want to dab in. That's where they're going to belong. Anyways, Notre Dame, 2 losses, both upset losses to Navy and Pittsburgh. Ohio State, 2 losses, upset Virginia Tech, and they lost on a Hail Mary to Michigan State. We will see who will be going to the semifinals.
Taking the field for the first time today.
That is awesome. I like, I remember Marinovich was on HBO when he was a kid. And basically his parents didn't allow him to have McDonald's. They didn't allow him to have this. They didn't allow him to have that. And of course, when he got into college, he went buck wild. When he got into the NFL, he went buck wild. He flamed out. It's nice that people got their stuff together. I was really hoping Ryan Leaf would do the same thing because he was coaching somewhere in New Mexico. And I was like, all right, he's got his stuff together. And of course, I forget he's in jail for some stupid thing. Dippy. I have no sympathy for you to do. When you do stuff and it lands you in jail, I really don't have any sympathy for you. I really don't. Bro, quick, sing the national anthem. Yeah, not happening. It's not happening because I don't like making a fool of myself. I love making a fool of myself. The whole point about me singing the national anthem would be I would do it loud. I would give it my all. And of course, that would wake up my kids and my wife. They've got to put more pressure on this quarterback. And there's one of those things that I'm really afraid of. The other 2 things can get me in trouble with the other thing that I'm afraid of. So, yeah, no national anthem singing. I'm telling you, one of these days, and I will warn all of you people. I will warn each and every one of you. If my wife ever takes my kids down to her parents for like a weekend or something like that, we will have a stream. We will have a stream event like you would not believe. It'll be 8 hours long. I will be loud. I will be boisterous, and I will act like a complete and total fool. May not be 8 hours long. Got to eat somewhere in there. Snugwell, do you think if Andy plays...
Goes right, picked off.
Oh, my God. So Ohio State goes down the field, only get picked off at the 3-yard line. Do you think... Completion? They will lose or win. I have no idea what. I know that's a misspell.
First and 10. Ball on their own 38.
I'm very curious about that because anytime anybody mentions Notre Dame, trust me, I really want to know what the hell you're talking about. Because I think, to me, Notre Dame, it has a solid roster and is a top 25 team. But that's it. You know, I think if they got into the playoffs, anyways, I think if they got into the playoffs, I think Alabama would rock them. If Ohio State actually could pull their head out of their backsides and stop thinking about cash.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
No.
I like this wide receiver a lot. He knows where he needs to be on the field so the quarterback can get him the ball. He made it.
If they play a top, yeah, okay. So I was answering your question. Unlike when Bro asked me what I like to do besides YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, I think Notre Dame. If Notre Dame goes up against
Around the 42-yard line.
a power team, they'll lose. I can't put that any more emphatically.
Second and 13.
I think they are a top 25 team. I think they are, you know, UNC worthy. You know, I think UNC is about the same. He's probably a solid team. I say probably, because you just never can tell. And not to mention the one thing.
They'll drop in for a loss.
Well, yeah, guys, if Notre Dame wins out, I'm really hoping that's not the case. We will see them in the playoffs, and we will see what happens. I do think Notre Dame will get rocked. I really do think they will. You know, I don't think it's going to be any different than the Alabama Notre Dame national championship. Anybody who thought Notre Dame, because they were undefeated, were equal to the Alabama squad were fools. I love y'all Notre Dame fans. I do make fun of the Golden Domers, and I really particularly do not care for the Golden Domers. But you gotta, I mean, seriously, dudes. But sorry, outside of the Notre Dame fans, once again, I will give everybody a free pass if they think their team's the greatest thing to walk this earth. It's just that blind love for the team. I am fine with it.
Your chances of winning decrease exponentially.
He gets out to about the 12-yard line. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3.
Damn.
Tackle right around the 20.
McCoy had a touchdown in his hands, and he dropped it. Sugar.
And got the first down.
Oh, that would have been nice. Would have been up 10-3 on the Patriots. Son of a pup. I'm really trying to clean this up. I'm not happy about it. Very not happy. Also, I have McCoy in fantasy football, and he could actually win me a good amount of money if he does well. And now he's walking off with a little bit of a hip problem. Hopefully he comes back after halftime. He needs to come back after halftime. Anyways, son of a... I really do want to swear. I really do. I really want to go completely buck wild right now, but... Okay, let's catch up here. So Austin's going to be in Bedlam. Oklahoma State.
Next time he should just throw it away out of bounds.
Ramparts, by the way, bro.
Booming kick.
I'm trying to read through this to see if you got it. But it's through the Ramparts that we watched, and our flag was still there. And where I don't see.
Totally even. In close games like this, every possession is likely to matter.
Anyways.
Fires it out. He's taken down at about the 47-yard line.
And the Bills missed a field goal. Son of a mother. Oh, you got to be footballing me. Oh, you dumb football people. You dumb mother footballs. This is really getting irritating. Gonna have to like mute myself so I can scream footballs at the top of my lungs. I think Oklahoma's a good team. I do think, also, I think Oklahoma's a good team. Oklahoma State's going to give you guys a hardship, though. I do think you'll eventually win.
To get the first here on second down. He's tackled at the 22.
And Notre Dame taking the ball down the field against Ohio State. Maybe they'll replace. They won't replace the favor. They'll return the favor. There we go. Replace, return, RE, something like that. Who cares?
False start, offense.
Oh, Austin bringing up the Bradford era. Oh, the Bradford era. Arkansas, you both beautifully. That's what I'm talking about. U-Boat, Arkansas is the best team. Got to throw that in there. Without a doubt, Arkansas is the best team.
They'll knock him down for a loss.
Arkansas is a great 3-loss team. The best 3-loss team in the nation. I think they're 3 losses. Or is it 4? Arkansas is the best team to lose to a MAC conference team. There you go. How you like that? I'll put that on a billboard and stamp it. I do like Arkansas. I do wish they would have been a little bit. Wish they would have started a little bit better. Oh, Buffalo misses a field goal. New England's going to go right back down, kick a field goal. Son of a mother.
Passing situation here on 3rd and long. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Memphis, it's 4. What is 4?
And they get him in the backfield for a loss.
Trying to think. No idea. Memphis just wrote it's 4. All right, it's 4. It's 3. It's 2. It's 1.
Notre Dame is looking to go up by 3. It's up. Not a lot of success on that kick.
Ooh, Notre Dame misses a field goal. Minute into the. So we have 1 minute left to go in the first quarter of the Western Regional Final here in the Rose Bowl. And Ohio State, Notre Dame still have not gotten anything on the board. Both teams have been able to move the ball, but they've not been able to stamp any kind of score on the board. Oh, losses. Yeah, I guess it is 4. I guess it was 3 going into the game. You're right. I was like, it's 4. I was like, I don't know what the hell. The delay really kills me. Not to mention, I just talk. I talk and eventually pick up from where I left off. But yes, I think it is 4 losses because I think it's 3 going.
Fires out to his receiver.
Memphis, did they play Bama? Yes, and they lost.
Possession there for the defense.
This is the kind of solid, consistent play you look for
Okay.
in your defense. Let's see if the offense can follow it up.
I will look up the official record right now.
Look like he's going to have much time to get rid of this punt.
I still, without a doubt,
They get this one off
love the fact that you can say, I like it. Arkansas is the best team to lose to a MAC conference. Simple as that.
Well, these players must have been listening pretty.
It's funny.
intently
I like it.
Exactly what we've seen. These defenses have come out. They've controlled things early.
Yeah, 6 and 5.
It's really going to be up to both of these offenses.
Sure
to
enough.
make some adjustments and
The Mississippi State loss is unfortunate. That sucks. That sucks big.
Around 5 yards on the
Monkey
play
golf
handoff.
balls. I feel if Arkansas were to replay, they'd win most of those games. I do too. I'm with you. That's U-Boat wrote it. If Arkansas would replay those games, I bet you they'd win most. And I'm with you. I bet you they would too. Fat Vigor, chances Texas goes bowling. They need to beat either Texas Tech or Baylor.
Straight run here, and he's got nowhere to go.
Chances that Texas goes bowling. They've got to beat Texas Tech at home. It's at home. And Baylor away. And I've got to say, I would probably flip a coin. I would seriously probably flip a coin on that.
Zoom action now here in the second quarter.
I would say it's a 50-50 shot. I think they'll play Baylor better. I think they'll step up for Baylor just like they stepped up for Oklahoma. So I think they'll have a better than no shot in hell to actually beat Baylor. Because if it was any other team with Texas talent, I'd give them no shot in hell.
So that'll make it 4th down.
And of course, Texas Tech, since they are playing in Austin, there's a good shot at beating them. Better than, there's like 65% chance they'll actually beat them in Austin. But we'll see.
Tackle made at the 46-yard line.
Now everybody's making fun of the Arkansas loss to Toledo. You know, there were a lot of bad losses that everybody had.
Start to open it up a little bit more now. He lets it fly. This one will fall incomplete.
It can be tough making a play on the ball sometimes, but that's probably a pick he should have made.
Well, at least Arkansas did not lose to Citadel. Nice.
Second down.
Okay, bro, are we,
And it's caught, and he's brought down.
all right. We are just messing around this chat, right? It's getting a little testy in here.
Throws it to the halfback on the screen.
Florida almost losing to FAU was awesome.
At the 24.
Ah, crap. Touchdown Patriots, of course. Oh, that hurts. Buffalo misses. This is the problem with good teams. Buffalo goes down. McCoy drops what could have been a touchdown to go up 10-3. They miss a field goal, and then the Patriots go right down in a minute and score a touchdown. That is without a doubt, without a problem.
Stalled on their last 2 trips to the red zone.
You guys just watch it. We're all about having fun. We can poke fun at other people's teams. Just let's keep it fun.
He splits the
I get all hatey on each other.
It was a 6-play, 53-yard drive, and they get it in for 7.
Oh God, got Austin singing again. Austin desperately wants to sing.
Mixing the play calling with the run and the pass, just an overall well-executed.
One of these days, I need to get the old
That'll be the kicker's fault.
Skype chat fired up and put him on Twitch just so he can sing for us.
To begin their drive.
Absolutely.
He desperately wants to sing. He's definitely one of those dudes that you'll get in an online match in like Halo or whatever, and he'll just start singing instead of playing. He'll just start singing for everybody, and he'll play and jump around and get shot in the face a couple times. Actually, you know what? The dudes who sit there and sing are the worst ones. They're normally one of the better gamers, and they'll shoot you in the face while they sing the whole time, and it drives you absolutely ever-lovingly nuts. Urgh. About as nuts as watching your team miss a field goal and having the Patriots go down and score a touchdown on you.
And he's tackled around the 43-yard line.
Crappy. Feesium, I'm from Scotland. It's 3 a.m. Welcome, Mr. Scottman. Love it. I swear to God, I'd be a complete. I'd love to scream freedom right now. But once again, that would wake up my family.
They'll bring him down for a loss on the play.
He just timed the snap count there.
And yes, all Americans are complete jerk faces because we absolutely love screaming freedom every time we hear anything about Scotland. And you know what? I've been around other jerk-faced tourists, so it's not just Americans that do it. There are a lot of jerk-faced tourists. Belgium dudes were here. French. I've partied with a lot of jerk-faced tourists and had a lot of fun with them. And they do the same kind of stupid stuff. Love the whole cowboy references. They actually, a lot of Europeans enjoy when they're talking to Americans. They love the Forrest Gump references that are freaking 20 years old by now. But still. And yes, I would love to be the jerk-faced tourist that screamed freedom everywhere I ran around Scotland. Painted in blue. I'd actually wear a sundress and not actually a kilt. But no, I wouldn't be wearing any underwear. I have no idea what got me on this. But Feezy, thank you from a pond away.
The quarterback is on his way back onto the field, and he led a great drive last time out. Ohio State is up 7. Nice run.
BC, I get it all the time. I'm sure you do, man. I'm sure you do. Because there is the one thing that you got to love about this world is there are a ton of jerk faces in this world. And I'm going to tell you right now, I know jerk faces annoy the living hell out of people. But, man, if you actually sit back and watch them, they're fun. And I'm one of them. If you just sit back and watch me, I'll be fun. Unless, of course, I'm the one going after you. Sometimes the jerk faces can get a little annoying if you're the one in the middle of it.
They bring him down in the backfield.
Resident Auburn fan, I will do that when I go to Europe in June, without a doubt, dude, without a doubt. Run around Scotland screaming freedom in a sundress without it, going commando.
Doesn't want to let the punt returner have a chance.
And I will tell you right now, you'll find out where the Irish are because they will all want to go out to the bars with you.
Really got a hold of that one. So this one goes into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Anyways.
This defensive end has been a force, Kirk.
Well, this is what you call a complete defensive end. He's not just a pass rush specialist. He's done a great job of shedding his blocks, filling in the gaps, and also taking away the running game. And I'll tell you, the other thing that's unique is
Well, Boyne can be back for Baylor.
With him.
I don't know. I don't think so.
To be able to come in and also help him
That's
out
coming
and
from
make it
Memphis.
play.
I don't think Boykin's going to be back. Well, Boykin not playing, the only person that can win the Heisman is Mayfield. Yeah. You know what? The Heisman's hysterical. The Heisman, this is going to be like a Gino Torretta year. This is going to be like one of those years where everybody looks around and be like, shit, who the hell do we vote for? It'll be fun. Hell, Ezekiel Elliott might even get the Heisman. You know what, dude? If I was a Heisman voter, after the post-game comments, I would so put in Ezekiel Elliott. I would so put him in just for the hell of it.
And he stopped behind the line, so they end up with a loss after calling the draw.
Feezy, once again, we're bringing up the whole paint your blue face running around Scotland and sundress screaming freedom. Feezy, our Scottish dude. If you do that, you get laughed at or headbutted, without a doubt. In all seriousness, I would think nothing less. I would think now if you do that in England, you'll just get looked at funny. But if you go where the fun is, if you go up to the north where they have nothing better to do than drink and do stupid stuff, up in the Highlands, I would think nothing less of the fact that you would definitely have a good chance of getting headbutted, which is awesome. But that's besides the point.
The snap.
Guy shy. To be honest, this year's Heisman is going to be the worst Heisman of all time. Give it to Steph Curry. Awesome. Dude, seriously, this is like Gina Torretta year. I'm telling you. You pick a name out of a hat and say, sure.
Ohio State up 7 points. And a quick throw.
LSU player, Sooner player will be the Heisman. Watch. Nice. They're not going to get to Leonard Fournette. And the reason why they're not going to give it to Leonard Fournette is because he sort of disappeared. And everybody wants to talk about how he disappeared.
He scrambles there for about 8 yards.
People can, if you turn it on the last couple weeks, people love that story. You know, like Derrick Henry, you know, carrying Alabama on its back to the last 3 wins. People like that. And people will vote you Heisman for that kind of stuff. If you seriously, if the first 9 games you carried your team on their back 2,000 yards running, you had a touchdown which 8 dudes jumped on you and you carried them 20 yards into the end zone. And then the last part of the season you just ghosted. and getting 50 yards here, 55 yards there, you won't win the Heisman. Everybody loves that little last push to greatness where you spurred your team on. It's the story. Because the whole point is, what's going to happen is, when you start ghosting, the writers will count you out. And the minute the writers start counting, they don't want to go back on their word. So the minute they've counted you out, you're basically done. Unless you become a good story again, you're done. So like I said, if you disappear the last 4 weeks of the season, you're done. It doesn't matter what the hell you did the first bunch of weeks. All right, Feezy, our Scotsman, is following us now. I appreciate it. I appreciate you getting on this chat. I also appreciate you thinking just fine about me yelling freedom, taking it in stride. Awesome. Glad you're here. I enjoy the follow. I enjoy the participation in Twitch chat. You better believe it. More reason why I do this. And Ohio State looking to go up 14-0 on Notre Dame. Yeah, so literally the story of Mayfield. Yeah, we'll see.
Great job of providing run support.
That brings up 2nd and goal.
Guys, should I give it to Matt Te'o's girlfriend? Awesome.
That brings up a 2nd and goal.
That is awesome.
8 yards out.
Guys, still bringing up Matt Te'o. That poor dude.
He makes it out to maybe the
That poor dude. Let me tell you something. It is very hard. It is very hard to admit you've gotten taken. And it's even worse to admit that you've lied. And this poor kid in college got catfished. National news gets catfished. And let me tell you something. The only way that dude would have come out and said, dude, I got duped, is if he was like me and could care less about his image. That's the only way that happens. Then I feel bad for the dude, because the minute you can't come out and say you got schemed, you can't say that. You can't, oh my God, that poor dude. I really do feel bad for the dude, because the minute you lie and say that the chick died and it was real and all that fun stuff, it's hard to go back. That's poor dude. That poor dude. I feel bad for him. Bro, I know it seemed like a pathetic pat on the back for a small number, but still, this is the highest viewer count I've seen on your stream at 11. Make it 12. Holy crap, we are up to 12. It doesn't matter, dude. We got 12. Guys, I feel bad for Te'o. He is a huge bust. I don't know if he's a huge bust. I mean, he's fulfilling his role. He's been fulfilling his role since he came out. It's not like everybody thought he was going to come out and be, like an Urlacher. They sort of figured he wouldn't be an every down middle linebacker. He sort of figured he'd be like a fill-in backer. I think he's fulfilled his role. I'm okay with him.
He just drills this one.
Fossil number 4, Wake versus number 12, Georgia Tech. There's what's that? Soccer?
Well, the defense has been great.
Basketball, too. Basketball. Wake's had some years of playing good basketball. Of course, that was, what, Muggsy Bogues' year. But, whatever. Never give up.
Nice run to the outside.
Bust down with Jimmy V here. Guys, Chargers 2-8 though. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter who the hell you play for. I mean, just because you play for a team that's having such problems doesn't make you a bust. Oh.
Taken down at the 35-yard line. Gain of 3 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
I think Vernon Adams was a bust, and I didn't care that much about ESPN was hyping him week 1. Bro, ESPN wasn't the only one hyping him. I was hyping him big time.
He's tackled at the 42-yard line.
And if you look at my dynasty, the reason why Oregon did so well is because I put Vernon Adams right just behind Mariota level. I thought Vernon Adams was going to come in there. I thought they were barely going to miss a beat, and I thought for sure Oregon would be in the national championship race. He injured his thumb, and I know I'm making an excuse. I've tried to play through. I was a quarterback. I tried to play through ligament damage in my thumb, and it sucks. You cannot get the velocity you want on the ball. He healed up, and now he's looking what I thought he should be. I know it's an excuse. Everybody gets hurt, yada yada yada. But I wish this is the way. I wish he would have gotten out of the Eastern Washington game without an injury. But anyways, I was hyping Vernon Adams. I'm big. You know, Vernon Adams and Devontae Booker are two guys I came in hyping a whole hell of a lot, along with Louisville. Anybody who brings that up can just be smacked down. I like the guys. I like the way they play, especially Devontae Booker. I cannot wait to watch him in the NFL. I think he's going to be a great third down back for a good team too, because it's not like he's going to go high in any round. But like, if somebody like New England Patriots got him, out of control. He'd be so out of control, it wouldn't be funny. Anyways.
And he's taken down at the 33-yard line.
BZ, thanks for stopping by. Good night.
They'll spread the field with 5 wide.
Bro, yeah, I remember the old Louisville phase. I was like, you messed up in the head.
He's hit and taken down.
Yeah. I think a little has to do with Petrino. I really do. I still think they got good talent on that team. But with what I thought I saw, and what I thought I saw did not pan out.
Quarterback's arsenal should be the ability to sell the run with a good fake. He does a really good job here on the fake, and then they pick up some nice yards.
It is what it is. You know, sometimes you point something out and you're right. Sometimes you point something. Oh, Ohio State with the pick.
It's a good play when the corner can break up a pass, but it's even.
Now they're gonna give it to. Is that gonna be a touchback? Or are they gonna give? It should be a touchback.
From their own
Okay.
20-yard line. It's first down.
Yeah, oh, they sucked in the beginning of the year. But then again, you know, the dude, Petrino, decided that he was going to play a high school quarterback.
32.
And that really screwed him up. But that's besides the point. You know, I think it was funny. Somebody on the YouTube commented about Auburn, Alabama, having comparable defenses. And, you know, one of the things I said, you know, at the beginning of the season, that's what people thought. Hell, that I contend that Auburn was the best defense in the nation. I was wrong. But it is what you. It is. Why is Ryan swearing? He's dropping F-bomb after F-bomb. But yet they're getting the ball at the 20. I don't understand. Oh well. Must not have been that big of a deal.
Fires to the wideout, first down. Brought down in the open field.
I don't understand. Anyways, trying to watch Monday night. Rex Ryan was dropping F-bomb after F-bomb. I didn't understand what he was. It was like I was watching the Bills and not him. Bro, they tried this weird fake for the first play. Both the QB's confidence dropped. Yeah, let's not even talk about that whole Auburn-Louisville game. Because they could have beat Auburn, but then again, Auburn didn't start off that great either. So it's actually funny. The whole season's been funny.
Scrambling around.
This is definitely a season I'm glad they at least have a 4-team playoff. Because there's been seasons in which I didn't want anybody to win the national championship because no one really deserved to win it. Everybody just sort of lost their way into the national championship game. At least with 4 teams, you still can lose your way into the national championship. But you at least got to win 2 games in a row to win it.
And they got him for a loss.
Bro, we have kept most SEC teams under 30. If we had offense, we'd win.
This is the 10th play of this
We'd
drive.
dominate. Yeah.
Lost a player to an earlier injury, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to come back today.
I'm not really arguing with the whole Auburn thing. I'm really not arguing with how good Auburn is. I'm just saying they definitely. The LSU thing is hard to swallow when you're talking about Auburn having that great of a defense. The LSU thing is extremely hard to swallow.
There's a strike complete. He's down.
Clee Scout, yes, someone's playing NCAA. This isn't really playing. It's a dynasty. Computer versus computer. We're doing a 32-team playoff.
It's up, and he's got it. Johnston has the ball all teed up, and he's ready to kick this one off. That kickoff wasn't very good.
Bro, please don't talk about LSU. We have to encompass the whole season. We do. We have to encompass the whole season. And yes, I know teams can really stub their toe and trip over their man parts and fall flat on their face.
Of a young quarterback. How does he respond to throwing an interception on that last drive?
One general rule in any game is to hold on to the ball. If you're in the negative,
and I will say one of the interesting things, in the NFL you can trip and get manhandled in a game and still be the best team in the NFL. NCAA, it's completely different. When you get manhandled, that's completely different. NCAA, it's sort of like I don't know. It's really hard. It's really hard.
They come out in a 5-wide set.
Clee just put it out there. I am an MSU fan for life. Alrighty. So we got Sparty. Well, maybe Sparty. We got a lot of SEC fans in here. So I'm assuming he's not talking about Mississippi State. I'm assuming it's Sparty. They did well against Ohio State. They definitely deserve the Big 12 or the Big 10 East. There we go.
Marshall fields it at the 24. He's taken down at the 30-yard line.
Can't wait to see him against. I cannot wait to see him against Iowa. It's going to be funny. It's going to be interesting. Big Ten championship is not. The ACC is exactly what the ACC wants. UNC and Clemson. That stadium. Let me tell you something. If ever there was going to be a packed house in Charlotte, it should be for that game.
You can be sure of that.
It's not the Florida State, the Miami that they wanted, but you know.
Ball on their own 27.
Bro, I think they should add 2 more regular season games or a 16-team. They should or a 16-team playoff. They should go to a 16-team playoff. Simple as that. I could care less to them adding any regular season games. 16-team playoffs is good. Iowa State isn't a threat. Clee, I swear to God, dude. Those are her words. Those are the kind of words that you unfortunately eat later. I'm not saying that Iowa is not going to. That Iowa should be a threat. I'm not saying that Iowa. I'm not saying that Iowa should beat you. I'm just saying normally when I say those kind of words, talking about my team, I eat them later. And it's a horrible, horrible, horrible mess.
Swings it out left to the halfback. And he's tackled at the 39.
You got Arkansas prepping for their forced rival. Nice. Oh, now there's a fight whether Iowa is a big threat. They haven't played anybody in the Big East. Nice. We'll see. All these things we will see. I think Iowa.
And he makes it out to about the
You know, the whole thing with Iowa is I think Iowa's going to do about the same thing. Going to try to do the same thing Ohio State. Going to try to do the same thing that Nebraska tried to do. Which is they're going to try to control the clock. And if you, Iowa probably cannot come back from, being a couple touchdowns down. But the whole point is Iowa's going to attempt to stay in the ball game at all times. And that's where anything can happen, and that's going to suck. I mean, you saw it with Nebraska. If you keep a team hanging around, anything can happen, and you can lose.
They'll bring him down right around the 12-yard line.
So we'll see. I think they will. I think they've got a shot to keep it close. I think it's also obviously a shot that they can get an absolute train wreck going, and it's like a snowball, and Iowa's going to go down horribly. Now, the thing with Iowa that I've got to say is, beginning of season, I had Wisconsin easily going undefeated through the Big Ten, easily going into the Big Ten championship with one loss. That loss against Alabama. Didn't think any team could compete against them, and sure enough, we were going to have an Iowa team that is undefeated. I didn't see that coming. Somebody did. Once again, I'll say this again. I don't know who said it, but somebody in either Twitch chat or on YouTube called out Iowa. Thought they were full of it, but sure enough. So I don't know. I can't really say what Iowa has and Iowa doesn't have. I mean, they're undefeated. So we'll see.
I'd love to coach a kid like this.
Oh, I think these coaches love to coach a guy like this, and another great performance by him individually and for this offense.
There's got to be some
Clee, I must say Michigan State hasn't been playing good football all year, but Ohio State game was a statement game. Bro responds, Ohio State hasn't played many teams either. Both statements are true. But then again, let's just look around the nation. Who has? Seriously, who has? I mean, all we can do right now is say, oh, this team is ranked this team is ranked this team, and we start using these concoction of ranked teams as basis for teams being good. Just because some team was ranked number 9, Texas A&M, does not mean that there should be a top 10 team. Ole Miss last year was ranked 2nd or 1st or something like that. Whoever thought Ole Miss was a 1st or 2nd team should be flogged. Ole Miss. The SEC West had a down year. The greatness that Alabama, the Crimson Machine that Alabama normally rolls out, was not the Crimson Machine. It had some flaws in it. Ole Miss showed up a little better than normal, and somehow they get ranked number 1 or 2. I forget what the hell they got up to. I think Mississippi State even got ranked 1st.
Well, they got off to a good start, and they've been able to maintain that, maybe take it to a different level in the third quarter.
Clea had Florida State winning the ACC at the beginning of the year. I did too. Actually, I had Louisville. Now I think about it. If I was putting money on it, I would have gone Florida State, but I was saying that Louisville would win it. Completely. Clee. Okay, I live in Tallahassee. I have to live with the crap. Yeah, that's too funny. Austin Auburn was a top 10 team at the start of the season. Thank you.
First and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Betting Monopoly money on Iowa. Awesome. That's bro. Did I mention I was betting Monopoly money on Iowa? Exactly. I mean, that is the whole point. You know, when you sit down, that's why I love the gambling aspect of football.
He's got an opening. He's at the 20, and he tackles him hard.
Because you can stand up and say anything.
From the 18-yard line, first down.
You can stand up and say absolute anything you want. You know, Louisville's going to win the ACC. Auburn's number 3 team in the nation. Ole Miss is the greatest team in the SEC outside of Alabama. You can say whatever the hell you want. But the whole thing that I love about gambling is you will watch how quickly people will shut up the minute the Bills have to fly. Well, I mean, you know, and I love it, absolutely love it, because that is the whole point about that. That, you know, I will throw. Like I said with the ACC, if I had to throw down money, it would have gone on Florida State. I was talking about Louisville winning the ACC championship, but without a doubt, I would have gone Florida State. Clee, what's wrong with Texas, South Carolina, and Miami? Okay, really? How long of a stream do you want to make this?
This one should be makeable.
Oh, God, how long of a stream do you actually want to make this? You know, I will show you guys something, which is actually funny. Remind me at the end of this game. Let me show you South Carolina's record in this Fat Finger simulation. Remember, we simulated the whole season. We had a lot of games that we actually put on YouTube and streamed. These were the games of interest.
Absolutely, the defense will have to come out with major intensity.
But you will, without a doubt, I swear, South Carolina is like, I think they finished 3-9 or 3-8, something like that.
And he shoved out of bounds at the 44. They pick up good yardage that time on the pass play.
Here they kind of put pressure on the quarterback and challenged him to find the hole in the defense. And in this case, he did. Nice job.
They go to the run, and he's tackled.
Oh, bro, once again, Tallahassee hating. Bet nothing on Florida State. The one good thing is they have a nice baseball stadium and they don't guard the clubhouse suites. Don't trust. Bro, don't post links, man. I don't trust that. Nice. Yeah, well, U-Boat's been good posting links. And it's actually U-Boat and Austin are the reason why I actually started allowing links, because I did want them to post links. I have no idea how to do that. I don't know how to allow someone to post links and not allow others, but anyways.
Touchdown, Irish.
Oh, God. Oh, Urban Meyer, absolutely love it.
He makes the PAT.
So one of the fun things about Clee Scott, I thank you for the follow. I appreciate the follow. I appreciate the activity on Twitch chat. That's the reason why I do these things. I don't mind people watchers, without a doubt. Come enjoy the fun. I've been in many a bar situations in which people just watch me. That's cool. I'm all right with that. I do things just to entertain myself, but also enjoy getting other people involved. So yeah, have a lot of fun on Twitch chat. Appreciate you being active. There's something I was going to say. Austin, I can't stand Urban Meyer. Ah, come on.
Second down.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah, don't worry about. Don't worry about. There are things that there are links that I've clicked on that have definitely scarred me for life. Oh my God, there was. Look, dudes, I've been in the Navy, and the one thing you gotta learn, one thing you know about the Navy is you get thrown around different crowds, and people who join the military. There is a higher percentage of people that just aren't right in the military. So you get introduced to a whole lot of different things. We'll leave it at that for now. So it's hard to surprise me. It's hard to make me feel a little weirded out and creeped out. It's extremely hard to do that. Already was hard before going into the Navy. After seeing what I've seen in the Navy, nothing really surprises me. I'm not kidding you, dude. I mean, I've seen a dude who did not want to get out of line, so he took a dump in his pants because he needed to go to the bathroom. There was a long line. He'd been waiting for a while, so he just went ahead and dropped one in his drawers. Whatever. Anyways, there's a lot of other things that I could talk about, but I'm trying to figure out a way of keeping this, FCC compliant, PG-13 sort of deal. I will veer away from that from time to time, but we're trying here. We're trying. So what I'm getting at is another thing that I'm going to be vague about. So we had to, in one of the offices I worked at, I filled in as the IT guy because I knew the most about computers. We had to let a person go, and he tried to sue our company. And so my boss walked into my office and said, I want you to look through his computer, find what you can, and because we got to justify firing with clause. We got to justify the fact that this guy does not want, he doesn't want to pursue this lawsuit. So I went into this dude's computer. Now, I'm not going to get into all the stuff I saw that made me feel icky. But the funniest part, and I knew we were going into bad places, when I start looking through his computer, and I find that, he's clicking on images of Eva Longoria. Beautiful woman. So, me being me, I want to see this. I knew this wasn't what we were looking for, but anytime anybody's going to look at pictures of Eva Longoria, let me see them. So I click on one of the things he's been looking at, and it shows Eva Longoria's high heels and calf. That's all the picture is just her high heels and calf. And I'm like, oh, okay. He must have accidentally clicked on something. So I start going through this Eva Longoria on the red carpet, and it seriously is nothing but pictures of her high heels and her calf muscle. It got I didn't feel icky there, but we started going down a bad path, and it got worse, and it got to the point where I did actually feel icky with some of the stuff that I found on his computer. Needless to say, when all the evidence that I gave to my boss, the minute they sat down, they started, the minute they talked about his web browser history, the lawyers wanted to settle quick, and they settled for a small amount because the guy injured on the job, and I'm doing freaking quotation marks here because I guarantee he had been injured a long time ago. He just used our job. He just used it as an excuse. Anyways, no idea. And bro's telling me stop. Who cares?
Perry awaits the snap.
Everybody. Auburn, our resident Auburn. I've seen worse. Yes, dude, I really do. Snug will keep going.
There are a lot of schools that recruited him to play wide receiver or defensive back. This school gave him a chance to play.
U-boat, a footman, huh, dude? There's worse stuff. Yes, it was foot. It was mostly the high heels, and that's about the only thing I'm going to get to because. There are things that you can do with a high heel that you do not want done to yourself. And that's what he was into. All right. Woo! All right. That's about it. We got to get off this. Back to FCC. Back to Barney and Friends. Back to... Oh, God. One of these days, I swear to God, when everybody that listens to me is of legal age, we will all go out to the bars together. I will drink, and you will get all my stories uncensored. And, of course, I will be wearing a sundress with a blue painted face. and randomly screaming freedom for the rest of the night. Which I swear to God, dude, the more and more I talk about it, the more and more I actually want to do. I'm not kidding you. The more I talk about it, the more I get giggly and excited that I want to wear a sundress and run through the Highlands in a sundress with a blue painted face screaming freedom. Oh.
And this one is a beauty.
Bro, I got so lost I still don't want you to go outside of YouTube.
This will be a touchback. So
Okay.
we're just about ready to return to action.
Snugwell, gosh, he was dirty, dude. Seriously. Seriously, man. Bro, Barney, what did you say about Barney? Stop, you're making me feel sick.
31-yard line.
Just saying, let's get back to we love Barney and family-friendly fun time. Let's gather the kids around. Let's sit down and read a book, Thomas the Train Engine.
They got it.
Sometimes it's just a relentless pass rush.
I have a lot of fun actually reading Thomas the Train Engine. My little boy absolutely loves me reading Thomas the Train Engine to him. I get way into it. He has way too much fun. The worst part about it is he likes to flip pages because he knows the page that I'm going to do weird sound effects that go off on, and he will flip to that page. And the funniest thing about that, and I'm getting a little less embarrassed. If you guys watch some of my recaps, you will see my little intro has me throwing a pick and screaming no, because that is honestly, if you've ever seen me do something stupid in life, that no is what comes out, and I feel like that is my trademark. What the hell have I done? Anyways, my little boy will sit there, that intro like over and over and over and over and over again. He loves when I get stupid. Absolutely loves when I get stupid. My little girl, on the other hand, she loves when I get stupid at first, and then she realizes it's embarrassing her. And then yells at me to stop.
The offense takes the field again.
Anyways.
They were forced to punt their last time out.
Bro, I used to love Thomas the Train. Apparently some of my toys are worth some money. You damn straight. Yeah, dude. All those, dude. I had so many Star Wars collectible things that would be so much money, but whatever.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Resident Auburn fan. I missed that. My parents want me to go to the casino because I am lucky. Dude, if you wind up being a lucky charm, I will without a doubt take you to Vegas when you turn of age.
It's going to be a long day for this running back.
U-boat. So he like no U-boat. Won't go into it. Dude, won't go into it. Let me tell you something, U-boat.
They'll bring him down.
That's not the worst thing. And you're right, it's not the worst thing. And that's not the only thing the high heel can do. Trust me.
At today's Player of the Game.
Trust me. I will have every man in here cringing if I go into some of the things that I saw. All right, so the end of this game happened when we were talking about high heels, and I completely missed everything besides the fact it's a 30-13 Ohio State victory. Ohio State goes on to the semifinals. They will face the winner of, I think, this game, right? Yeah, they will face the winner of this game, which is going to be TCU, Wisconsin. So Wisconsin and Ohio State could do battle. In fact, actually, last year's first 32 or whatever, 2013. Let me go through the stats first while I'm talking about this. Last year, in the 32, the expanded out 32 playoff team, it was actually Michigan State taking on Ohio State in the semifinals. They both were able to get to the semifinals. And Ohio State did win, and they went on to play Florida State in the national championship, and Florida State actually beat them. Oh, Buffalo's looking good. They're tied. Look at that. 300 yards by Zaire, but that's not going to be enough. Notre Dame will lose. Fighting Irish. Ohio State. Let's look at what they did. Braxton Miller, who I swear I think should be quarterbacking, but that's besides the point. 238 yards on the air, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Samuel, 130 yards. Miller, 112 yards. That will definitely win you the ball game. On the defensive side, 3 sacks by Joshua Perry. Bosa only getting 1 sack. Good tackles for losses, though, and did lead the team in tackles. Is the sack leader for the nation in this